Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so it's halftime, 71-61 in Dallas. We're down 10. The Lakers are shooting pretty good from behind the arc, so that's the first thing I want to say before I get into what I think is wrong here. The problem is we are being forced to shoot the three. Luckily enough, we're shooting 53%, but it's one of those situations where what I said a few days ago on one of my Laker videos is what is happening. We are running into a team that is stopping us from scoring on the interior and then shooting the three very well on their side. So they've shot 12 of 22 from the three. So you can see that's where things have really gone left for the Lakers, and they're doing all they can to draw charges in the interior, clog the paint. They're just making things very, very difficult for us on the inside. So I knew this was going to put a target on our back, having 86 points in the paint against the Pacers and only attempted 9 threes. You're asking a coach like Jason Kidd, who basically was an assistant coach with us, winning the championship in 2020, to clog the paint. That's it. You just clog the paint and then shoot more threes than them, and boom, you got an easy way of beating a team that doesn't want to shoot the three very much and wants to score everything in the paint. So they got Lively, they got Grant Williams, they got guys drawing charges, and it's one of those situations where we just got to deal with that. Anthony Davis got 20 points, 8 rebounds, but he's dealing with the growing. Luka Doncic rolled his ankle a little bit, but he's playing through it. Grant Williams is a little hurt out there. He's playing through it. Tim Hardaway's a little hurt, but he's playing through it with 20 points. So it's a really physical game because they're trying to clog the paint, the Dallas Mavericks are, but they have 5 or 6 players trying to play through injury. So it's like you're going to end up hurting yourselves trying to work your game plan, Jason Kidd. Not that I am invested in the Mavericks, but this is just one of those situations where that's exactly what's happening. They're going to try to win this basketball game against us, but it's going to take its toll. They're probably going to end up losing the next 4 because of it. So no Kyrie Irving. He opted to just go ahead and rest. I think that's a smart move for that dude. But for us, we don't have Vando out there, and I don't know. He was a game time decision, and I'm not really sure what happened. So I'm reserving my frustration there. But I will say this: if this is a game where they just decided not to let him play, this was absolutely the wrong game to do that in. I know we have a back-to-back in San Antonio. Obviously, San Antonio's the game to sit him in. San Antonio's lost a million games in a row. That's not the team you need Vando against. You need Vando against Luka the Don. So I'm not sure if this is a legitimate complaint, so I'm not hanging my hat on it. But if the Lakers just opted to sit Vando just because they didn't want to play in the back-to-back, that was stupid as hell, man. And we're paying for it right now. So that's what I got to say about that. Austin Reeves is shooting pretty well from behind the arc. Taurean Prince is shooting very well from behind the arc. 3 of 4. Luckily enough, he's playing well. I love what I'm seeing from TP. He's keeping us in it. Austin started off cold, but like I said, he's hit 3 threes now, so he's trying to keep us into it. Braun has 10 points, but 3 turnovers. Luka the Don kind of picked his pocket pretty clean there. But he has 2 steals and a couple of assists, so Braun is going. He's doing okay, but the problem is that Anthony Davis is just taking on so much punishment because of how they're trying to clog the paint. So, and they're not really calling it for us, and they're calling it on the other end. So we got referee issues as well. Listen, there's something I want to say. I haven't had a chance to throw it into any videos, but that hanging on the rim rule that we just benefited from because they had Tim Hardaway Jr. hung on the rim, that's a garbage rule. And I would really genuinely appreciate if they got rid of it before the season ends. Because what you're doing is penalizing players for hanging on the rim. Problem is, you're penalizing them for hanging on the rim even when it makes sense to do so to keep from falling on their head or falling on a player underneath them or something like that. You hang on the rim to make sure you regain your balance after swinging forward with your inertia, especially these heavier guys. If they're running at the basket and they're holding onto the rim, of course the inertia is going to push them forward. If they let go, they're going to fall on their back and neck. This is something that we've understood in this league the whole time. And suddenly this generation of rule makers have kind of forgotten that. And to me, it keeps players in a position to either follow their stupidity in regards to that rule and break their damn necks, or go against the rule and ultimately cause themselves, a penalty. So I need that rule changed before the season ends, man. That is a garbage rule. No one likes it. And it doesn't take into account what is safe for players to do in regards to playing the sport of basketball. So whoever made that rule needs to be fired immediately. That's what I have to say to the NBA. So that's pretty much what I got to say, man. The Lakers just got to adjust to what's going on out there. We're shooting the three well enough from behind the arc. Well, obviously, we're shooting at a good percentage. We just got to shoot more of them because we're being forced to. And that's really what it comes down to. We're just going to have to adapt. And if the Lakers can't do that, then Dallas is just going to outscore us by shooting the three ball well themselves. And so that's what we've seen a lot of. Some of the matchups, because we don't have Vando out there, kind of left in their favor. We put Austin Reeves on Tim Hardaway. That's a bad look. Putting Taurean Prince on Luka Doncic, obviously that's not going to work. So you just need Vando out there. And that's just what it is. And so if Anthony Davis is going to continue to be hobbled in this game, he's hobbling. You probably want him to sit in the second half, given the fact that we got a back-to-back tomorrow with freaking Wembanyama and in another game with Webb. You're going to need Anthony Davis. So I don't know, man. I don't know how the Lakers are going to find a way to win this game. It feels to me that it would probably be smart to just consider this a scheduled loss, to be honest with you, the way it's going versus who's hurt and what you need in order to win this game. I don't know that I even put Anthony Davis in this game in the second half with as bad as he's looking right now with us having another game tomorrow. So I don't know, man. This is going to be a tough one to strategize properly without both teams walking out of here with half of their team hurt. That's what I see down there. Jason Kidd is rolling the dice to try to beat these Lakers and having his team be run over like bowling pins when half of them are hurt. It just doesn't seem like the way to go. So I don't know, man. I'm watching teams strategize a certain way. Darvin Ham's going to have to adjust, man. You're going to have to adjust somehow. And I don't agree with both sides. Both organizations are doing things out there in this particular game that I don't think really helps them. So that's just my opinion, man. Hopefully this game goes well for my squad in the second half. BDF 44, I thank you all for watching. I'm out.